Yay! Zero. Review. Titled nerd. Looking at the camera. Great. That's the way he thought of it.
Okay, anyway. Hello, y'all. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network. This is this is the first ever Mandalorian review. Because when me and Ashley watched them, we didn't review them. We just binged them and blasted right through it. This is the Mandalorian chapter 9. The Marshal.
Okay. You remembered.
I did. So I guess we should probably take this opportunity to talk about the show up to this point. Like a really quick,
okay.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Just because we didn't review all the other stuff. The Mandalorian is, and we were talking about this a while ago, is what I think Star Wars needs to be from now on. I don't think they need to. I mean, I know they want to put movies out because that's the cash cow. But if they want to maintain the series and make it fresh and make it fun to watch, and they don't want people constantly bitching about what could have been or how they should have done it, they need to keep doing it like this, because what they're doing right now is fire.
It really is. It's incredible.
So you basically got this dude who is a Mandalorian, who is like the bounty hunter. It's almost like in a way, it's almost like a religious guild, like the Jedi. You know, they've got their way of life, they've got their code and their...
Yeah, when religious is... Right, they have a code.
Almost like the Freemasons or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not be a...
I mean...
I like a better word, but...
Yeah.
We get the gist.
Yeah, so, anyway, he ends up getting this, I'm not, look, if you're watching this, you've seen it up to the point. I don't really...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, basically, we've got cool armor, Baby Yoda, a bunch of locations from the Star Wars universe, movie budget, Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah. I love that it's like movie budget.
Oh, yeah.
That's what really makes the show, honestly.
This show alone is worth having Disney Plus.
Really is.
And without just going off into the Disney Plus topic, Disney Plus right now is, in my opinion, the best streaming service out there. In my opinion, we've got X-Men, Mandalorian. We're about to have WandaVision. We've got all the Marvel movies. We've got a ton of Disney stuff. For
watching all that, absolutely.
Quality.
Wanting to watch, not even necessarily quality. Wanting to watch network stuff that's like new. That's the place. But otherwise, like I would say Disney Plus, and then those bunch of stuff we watch on there regular.
Yeah. I got my Baby Yoda shirt.
I've got Leia.
Oh yeah.
So we're all Star Wars down.
And then I got Baby Zero.
Baby Zero.
Little Tuscan.
He really told us what he thought of the Mandalorian.
He did. You asked him what he thought, and he immediately started licking his ass. So
I was like, all right, that's great.
Good for you.
He said, I'm the Baby Zero, and I'm the cute.
You start using force powers, we'll talk, bud.
Right.
And then he shows his butt.
He is.
During the... Okay.
He said, let me practice my courtesy.
So this episode, this was... I'm pretty sure when they showed, like, the trailers and stuff, I didn't watch the trailers for this season.
I
because
didn't either.
I didn't want it to be spoiled. I wanted this to be a fresh surprise. And we're a couple of weeks late. Like, as we are watching episode 9, episode 11 just aired days ago. So we're a couple weeks behind, but we're catching up. I believe that there was like some rumor going around that, oh, Boba Fett, is in the premiere, and we see why now, because there was the dude who had Boba Fett's armor on Tatooine. That was pretty cool. Because I, honest to God, thought it was Boba Fett when he first popped up, and then took his helmet off, and it was immediately. But that means I'm betting Boba Fett is around. So,
oh yeah,
the Mando, he goes in like he's trying to get Baby Yoda back to his people, and he doesn't know how to find them, so he's trying to find another Mandalorian to get in with like the network, the underground Mandalorian network, and then then we'll find where all the Yodas are
right.
at.
He's locating them. That's the goal, is to locate other men, because he knows he's not going to be by himself.
Yeah.
People want this child.
Every episode pops up, he's got to team up with somebody. So.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, we want this child. Oh no, we have this problem, and we're not going to help you solve this problem.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, it has almost. It's become almost like the regular formula at this point. Right. But it's just different enough every time, and the characters and the plot is so good, and it's the details and the budget and the writing.
That's what makes it is the budget, writing, because like all shows have a theme.
Yeah,
they do, but that doesn't.
I think it's funny, because they've got so many like little bits that are consistent. That go like at the very beginning of this, when he goes in there to try to find, come to find out, the alien. We're gonna spoil this. The alien that he hangs up. He goes to get the info at the very beginning, and then he hangs him up. The guy who voiced that alien that got eat up by those like red-eyed dogs. What's his name? John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Showed it in the credits.
Oh, really? I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah. Sit the sloth.
So they end up they give a lot of episode 4, A New Hope, Easter eggs all through this episode, because they spend all the time on Tatooine. You get to see the Tusken Raiders. I thought that was. There was a part where he was traveling, and then it shows him at night, and he stops, and he's sitting around a campfire with the Tusken Raiders. And I was like, oh my God, how cool is that? And then like,
they're a main part of the show.
Yeah, the rest of the show, they like team up with them, and I'm like, okay, we can do this. And so, I mean, the whole point of this episode is they're trying to get rid of like this giant sandworm.
It's a sand dragon.
It's a Kate dragon. Is that what it's called? A Kate? I think Kate. Kay.
Like, you're just hanging out, talking, and then all of a sudden, except for the dragon, the dragon comes through like a trimmer.
Kate dragon, freight dragon. Freight dragons were large carnivorous reptiles that hailed from Tatooine. Species hunted for precious pearls.
Yeah, they got a pearl in it. That's what the scavengers want out of.
I didn't see that. I thought they were just meat.
I
don't know how I missed that either. But anyway, God, I'm horrible with stuff like that. Like, just
we both noticed it.
At the end,
that's why it makes it great to watch.
But you've heard that story about me at the end of X-Men 2. Like when Gray, and I know we're kind of going off, but I got to tell this story.
Listen, and you wanted to blame it on people in chat. That's why we're not doing this live. Okay. But continue this story.
At the end of X-Men 2, Jean Grey is when she first starts getting Phoenix power, and she's trying to save the plane. And then, she starts getting all fiery and everything.
Yeah.
And then once the plane gets up in the air, the water just washes over and she dies. At the very end of the movie, like, the camera zooms down over the lake and, like, the outline, like, the white outline of the phoenix bird appears in the water. I went to the movie theaters, watched that movie 3 times, and was looking for it the next 2 times, and never saw the phoenix. I never, and I was looking, and I was like, "Where's it at? Where's it?" And then the movie was over, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!" And that happened again because
you purposely.
Well, right after we went to the movie, we went to the comic book store, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, did you see the phoenix at the end of the movie?" And I was like, "What? Like, did she, like, where she was like on fire?" And they were like, "No, in the water, right at the very end." And, no, really? Like, it was just water. And yeah, I never did see it. So
X2's over there, and
I've seen it since.
You said, and I never did see it.
Not in the theaters, I didn't. Now, I freeze framed it at home on DVD. Anyway, but yeah, they end up killing the whole episode was the episode felt very real because townspeople and the Raiders hated each other.
Oh yeah.
And they had to come together to defeat this bigger enemy, and it was kind of like a social commentary, I think. People hating each other for reasons, and it's like it takes like a big outside force that can kill them all, and they have to put their differences aside in order to do that. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this episode was pretty cool. The effects, hands down. I mean, you could just cut these episodes into 90-minute blocks, and they're movies. I mean, that's really what it is. The music, the picture quality.
Like the last season, or a bad episode. Like,
No.
I don't think.
I was a little.
Like, I could rewatch it.
I'm sorry if anybody disagrees with me on this,
Lord.
but the final episode, no, like parts of it.
Yeah.
There was parts of it I felt that kind of dragged on a little bit. Like this. I know this episode was great, and I know that the reason they did it was to build up tension.
Yeah.
But this episode had more freaking walking in it than Lord of the Rings.
A damn liar right now. I ain't.
It did.
No, it did not.
I bet this movie had at least 6 minutes of silent walking. This episode did. I have to go back tomorrow while I'm sitting.
1,000 hours. Silent walking.
But
they could have floated over there. Got rid of that ring.
Okay, we're not going to have that conversation. We've reviewed this episode. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you give this episode? I'm going to give this episode a 9.576. No. Seriously, I give this episode a 9.5. It wasn't perfect, but it's pretty damn good.
It was really good. I agree. It's not 10, but it's definitely.
Yeah.
It was fine.
I liked it. I mean, it was good. It had. There were some slow spots that I just didn't care for, like I said, but for the most part, the movie, or the movie, I mean, it was basically.
This part of the movie.
So, I mean, seriously, most part, there were a lot of sections of this episode where I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited! Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, this is so neat!
Yeah,
this is such a great show!" And it did. That happened like a dozen times.
He was.
Throughout the episode. Well, I sure was. You want to say
Go
goodbye
ahead.
to
I
everybody
love to
here?
see.
Oh, I keep forgetting he can't hear. I don't want to wake him up. Okay, well,
I think that wraps it.
yeah, that's it. Okay, hey, yay, I'm Lonnie.
Amberlicious.
That's Baby Zero.
Baby Zero.
And I guess until we get a wireless mouse, I'm going to have to hop down on the floor to end these.
Oh,
So we're Untitled Air Network. This has been the Mandalorian episode.
Chapter 9.
Chapter 9.
Yes, it's chapters.
The Marshal. See y'all later.